Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a new video on my channel. I warmly welcome you all. Recently, the t-shirt day took place in World of Warcraft Midnight. If you're now wondering what the hell is a t-shirt day, I've actually only taken part in it once in my life, but it was actually pretty funny. In the end, NPCs roam through Orgrimmar and Stormwind and shoot t-shirts around with cannons. And in the end, those are transmogs that you can wear. So it's actually pretty funny. This year, there were new transmogs. And the special thing is, because of that it's random which t-shirts get launched. People have sometimes farmed for these t-shirts for a very, very long time. But now there's a vendor where you can buy these items afterwards. And I want to show you this vendor in this video. So, if you miss t-shirt day, no problem. With this vendor you can buy all the items. We'll take a look at where he's located, what the items look like, and with that, let's go. The first thing you need to do is what we're already doing right here. You need to travel to Booty Bay by Zeppelin, on foot, on your mount, whatever, because that's where the vendor is located. More specifically, we're talking about an NPC here, whose name in English is Dibblefür. And he's located at the coordinates 42, 72, down here. So roughly here, where this marker is. Let's just quickly fly over there now. And the special thing is, this t-shirt day was on Sunday. It basically took place there all day, and it only happens once a year. So not Mallorca is only once a year, but t-shirt day is only once a year. Because there were new items there, players who missed it were worried. Now all those things are gone, and I won't get them again for a year. Shit. On the other hand, a lot of players are annoyed now too, because they farmed all that stuff and now they realize, oh, all that farming I did was actually completely useless, because I could have just gone to the vendor the next day. So now we just have to see. My coordinates on the map aren't that accurate right now. That's why we're going to quickly look for the NPC again. So, I finally found it. Holy shit, I thought I was just completely stupid. If you're having a bit of trouble, here's the marker. The easiest way is go into this structure here with the many huts, walk down this ramp and then go left here and she's inside. I give you my last shirt, Schnapfell. The only thing. What I should mention here is, during t-shirt day, you could pick up these t-shirts off the ground for free. Here, they sometimes cost up to 500 gold. But honestly, I don't think that's so bad. New at the spot, and actually I haven't gotten any of these shirts up to this point either. That's why we'll just take these now for 500 gold. However, these are the old ones from previous events. The new ones are these here, starting with the ones that cost 1 copper. For this, we just have to strip down a bit and take off our clothes so you can see the t-shirt. Otherwise, it's a bit silly. Yeah, so let's go inside. Plains Runner's Sun Tunic. That's this nice piece here. So, for example, it fits perfectly with those torrent sets we had recently. Rune Cloth Cleric Robe. I mean, right? It's just a robe. That being said, you rarely ever see all these t-shirts. So you have to decide for yourself if it's worth it or not to get them. But a free t-shirt or something, right? You usually don't say no to that. And like with everything else, actually, these things will be added to your appearance collection. With the newer ones here, you have to put them on once for it to work. And then you have them. Actually, these other shirts here, you can also... Can you resell them? Apparently not. then why is there a selling price listed here? That's a very good question, but yeah, let's just leave it at that for now. We have the Monic Moon Tunic of the Priestess. That's this fine piece here. Of course, we'll take that with us as well. Zep, Zerap into my inventory. Tinker's Padded Vest. That's this one here. Junior Engineers Work Best. I actually don't think that's so bad, because depending on how far these t-shirts go, you can see it here, for example, they cover the area up to the elbows, because sometimes you have transmogs where a lot is left exposed. And then, for example, you can see your ugly little arms sticking out. So t-shirts like this one here, which are just dark, really aren't that bad. Otherwise, we also have the spur-covered leather tunic. This one here, for example, is fully covered, so you can't see any arms through it at all. So if you want to cover something up, this is ideal. At least that's what I'd say. We also have the painted raptor tooth shirt. It looks like this, and this is what I meant. Here, for example, you can see the little arms. On some characters, I wear t-shirts under my transmog if I want to cover up certain things. And then lastly, the Makar work tunic. It's inspired by the Makar orcs. I personally think it actually looks pretty nice. You can definitely do it that way. Yeah, so at this vendor, you can get all these rare items from T-shirt day. I actually didn't know that until now either. But that also explains that I once tried to collect these t-shirts in the past and they were soulbound. That means you could sell them, but nobody ever bought them. And now that I see there's an NPC who sells these things much cheaper, it finally makes sense why nobody wanted my stuff. And here you can see this example quite well, for example. Oh no, you can't see it here, but here in the back you can see the little arms showing through. And that, I don't know, sometimes I don't think it looks that nice. And if you put on a shirt like this, like the color even matches somewhat, then this little bit of extra skin is covered. I think that's quite nice in some places. So, and here, look at that, we can even resell the whole thing again. Wonderful. That's what we'll do right here. And then we get rid of all of it again. Yeah, I hope this video was able to help you at least a little bit. There are some nice new things included. Go get them. And with that, thanks for watching, see you in the next video, and take care.